As the president looked for words to comfort the nation today, he found them in a eulogy delivered by a preacher. Dr. Martin Luther King spoke after 4 young black girls were killed in the 1963 bombing of a Birmingham church.
And so, my friends, they did not die in vain. God still has a way of wringing good out of evil. And history has proven over and over again that unmerited suffering is redemptive. That in spite of the darkness of this hour, we must not despair. We must not become bitter, nor must we harbor the desire to retaliate with violence. Life is hard, at times as hard as crucible steel. It has its bleak and difficult moments.
But the question is, God,
why?
Why? Somebody want to know why.
Yes, Lord. We need you, Lord.
And if one will hold on, he will discover that God walks with him and that God is able to lift you from the fatigue of despair to the buoyancy of hope and transform dark and desolate valleys into sunlit paths of inner peace. And no greater tribute can be paid to you as parents, and no greater epitaph can come to them as children, and where they died and what they were doing when they died. They died between the sacred walls of the Church of God, and they were discussing the eternal meaning of love.
Dr. King had a favorite quote that he repeated often. The arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends toward justice. We learned today that the arc is longer than we hoped. The end is not in sight, but the direction is clear. For all of us at CBS News in Charleston, South Carolina, and all around the world, good night.
Father God, know that you're always in charge. We trust you.